Hello and welcome to Greytr's demonstration of Autobank reconciliation. Before we could proceed with the installation instruction, let me brief you about our product. Autobank reconciliation can automatically reconcile the accounts payable checks in Sage Autobank ERP with data received from the electronic statement which we receive from the banks. There is no need for any manual data entry process to reconcile the AP checks and bank statements, as our Autobank reconciliation add-on reads the data from the electronic statements and updates the same in Sage Autobank ERP. Thus, this surely removes the tedious redundant data entry and reconciliation process for the users. Before we could proceed now with the functionality, let me explain you about the installation instructions. As you can see on the screen, we will find a setup.exe. Just double click on it. Click on next and you'll find an option to change the path. The default path which comes is C program files, Sage software, Sage Autobank normally, but you can definitely change it according to your requirement. Click on next and install. This will take some minutes. Click on finish and we are done with it. Now let's log into Autobank. Now go to Common Services, Bank Services, Bank Reconciliation, Reconcile Statements. Select the appropriate bank code and the appropriate data for statement date, reconciliation date and statement balance. Then once done, click on the Withdrawals tab. You can find the required data filled up over here. Just check for the withdrawal number 1. You can see the withdrawal amount and the reconciliation status to be outstanding. Similarly, for the Deposits tab, deposit number 1, deposits amount to be 2522.66 and the status to be in transit. Now deposit number 1, let's check for the details. Detail number 1, which is transaction number 1 with deposit amount of 2171.08, while the transaction number 2, that is check number 6797, deposit amount of 351.58, and both these details have the reconciliation status to be in transit. And as you can see, the total amount sums up to be 2522.66. That is the header amount. Close the screen. Now, let me explain you one thing, that we are going to use a sample file which will be used for the reconciliation. Now this sample file would consist of the data, same data as you'll find those on the screens. For example, I have shown you withdrawal number 1 and the deposit number 1. Now let's check for the withdrawal number 1. Withdrawal number 1 have the deposit amount of 2843.95 as seen on the screen. Similarly, for the deposit number 1, we found the two details line. One with the check transaction number of 000-00001-00001 with the amount of 2171.08. and another check number as check 6797 with the transaction amount of 351.58, which is same as we have seen on the Deposits tab. Let's check for the Deposit tab once again. Yes, the amounts matches and even the transaction number. Now, let's click on the Autobank. It would ask us for the file and we would select the one which we have seen now, sample.xls. Click on OK. It will start reconciling the statement. While this reconciliation is done, it will surely turn the withdrawal number 1 and deposit number 1, the status to be cleared as the amount is matched. It will take few minutes as it is reconciling the entire statement. You can just find that we have got a report which pops up when the processing is complete. This is nothing but the reconciliation failure report. This report explains us the cause of the failure. Maybe it can be amount mismatch, check number not found, or transaction number not found. At any of these causes, we'll get this report. Close this one and we'll check for the status of withdrawal number 1. As you can see, it is turned to be cleared. Similarly, deposit number 1, even this is turned to be cleared. Go for the details section and each of the details is shown to be cleared. Close this. Save the status. And we'll just move out from the screen. Now this is how the Autobank actually works. The demo which we have shown you is based on some sample file, but we can definitely tweak our product according to your requirement or according to your file. In case you require any further assistance on this product, you can just email us on acpack@greytr.com. Thank you.